Good morning. Thank you for coming to my presentation. In this presentation, I'll give an update of the activities of the Australian Panel D1 and also activities of the International Study Committee D1 and its working groups. This is an overview of the scope of work and activities of Study Committee D1. Basically, D1 works in two main areas: materials and test techniques that are relevant to electric power systems. I have also listed here some of the specific activities and areas of interest. This list shows the current D1 international working groups and joint working groups with other study committees. This list was last updated only a few months ago and I think is quite up to date, except the joint working group D1B149 has completed its work, I think, since the release of this list. These working groups cover liquid materials, solid materials, gaseous materials, test and diagnostic techniques. A couple of working groups in gases have just completed the work, but more working groups in the gas area may still form. For example, to continue to work on SF6 replacement gases. You may want to spend a bit more time offline to go into some of the details shown in this list. There have been 5 technical brochures that were published in the last 12 months or so. The first one, Technical Brochure 822, is on characterization of dielectric properties of polymers for outdoor applications. It was published at the end of 2020. It basically documents various test methods and results of round-robin tests on this test method using commercial instruments. TB842 is one of the gas insulating system related documents that have just been completed. It looks like the test methods studied in this document may form the technical basis for standardizing tests that should be performed on HVDC gas insulated systems. TB846, published in October this year, is on cryogenic insulation systems. The summary I've made here shows the document covers a wide range of applications, extend possibly beyond electric power systems. For example, insulation for space applications and fusion reactor magnets. TB849 is the other gas-related brochure that has just been completed. I think it's a very timely document since we all know non-SF6 insulated breakers and other equipment have started to come onto the market. The technical brochure 850 is another one published last month. It's on a relatively focused topic, that is measurement of a residue methane in cross-linked polyethylene used in cable insulation. The official objective of this work was to come up with a so-called harmonized test procedure. I'm not sure if that means ultimate goal is to have an IEC standard. I put up here the D1 preferential subjects for the Paris session next year. Apart from traditional topics, we can see in the testing category, D1 encourages subjects in the areas of non-standard tests, presumably for new equipment coming into the systems. In the material category, topics on materials for battery and charging devices are encouraged. You can also see modeling and simulation are encouraged, especially when coupled with measurement techniques. Now, I would like to give an update on Australian Panel D1. Here is a list of AUD1 member organizations and their representatives. We can see it includes power utilities, universities, power equipment manufacturers, test equipment suppliers, and test service providers. We are now trying to recruit more members to join D1, especially from states where D1 currently has no representation, and from New Zealand. On AUD1 activities, we again have not been able to meet face-to-face this year. So this year is the second year in a row that we had a virtual or online meeting. In the meeting, there were good participation and very interesting presentations and discussions that cover a wide range of topics. Apart from the important topic of traditional condition monitoring for asset management purposes, such as PD, DDF, moisture content, there were also topics covering new measurement techniques, devices, and application artificial intelligence. I think these are partly to deal with the new challenges due to adoption of new renewable energy resources. We have also discussed in the meeting where we would like to have our membership to grow and how we can communicate better among our members and with the industry. And hopefully we can meet face-to-face next year. D1 has only one paper accepted for 2022 Paris session. I think people may still have concerns about overseas travel. AUD1 currently participates in 4 D1 working groups, supplying conveners for 3 of these working groups. I believe D150 and D160 are very close to complete their work. D1 B175 was only formed last year. That brings to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.